Hey guys, it's Ryan here from Hungry Gaming. We're going to talk about the Fortnite Battle Royale mode and our impressions on that. Joining me is...
Hey, here, it's Mike. This is a bit different from our normal podcast. We're going to try and jump into YouTube a bit more, and this is the perfect opportunity with the Fortnite Battle Royale. So, I'm about to start a game up here. I got some old footage from, I think, before the actual release coming up. I think it was September 26th when they finally dropped the actual patch for everybody.
Yep.
But we really like this game because it's like PUBG, and we're all obsessed with PUBG lately. So
look at that map, boy.
It's a pretty big map.
It's nice.
Especially since there's no vehicles, so it's more brought in line with the 100 people. I feel like you encounter people a bit more, I think, than PUBG.
Yeah.
But you're not overwhelmed by
now,
a whole bunch of
as
people.
listeners of the podcast will know, I've said it many times, but I actually haven't played PUBG, but I watch you play all the time.
You're familiar enough with the game.
Exactly, and I definitely feel like there's more encounters here.
Right. So yeah, we're just jumping in here from the bus, the party bus, which is different from the plane in PUBG. It's still the same 100 people, with the same concept of the circle moving in, except that the storm in this one, which kind of ties in more towards the Fortnite.
Right. Exactly.
Like story thing going on. I can't remember where I was dropping here. It seems to be like a small, I think it's some kind of like pizza restaurant or something. But I had a pretty good game here, and there's a couple things we can talk about.
Yeah, quickly while you're landing here, let's talk about just some obvious differences between PUBG.
Yeah, so glider versus parachute.
Exactly.
I really like the glider because you can open it and close it.
Exactly, you can close it,
drop,
skydive again, readjust, and then open it back up.
The readjusting is a really
really
good thing
cool
about this. So yeah, that's the shield potion. Usually in PUBG you have the bandages, the first aid, and then boosters like the energy drink and the painkillers.
Right.
You don't have boosters in this. It's
and
just
straight
bandages.
up armor. You don't.
And armor.
You don't
There's
pick
no
up armor
in this.
here.
I totally forgot. That's a really big change from it. The loot is more Diablo-esque, so it sticks out. So it's a little weird. And we can talk about it a little later. Oh yeah, I run into someone here. Was not prepared for that at all. And it's kind of like cue the Benny Hill music here because it takes a while for something to happen here.
Yeah.
It was a really awkward situation, but it's like you're really fighting for your life here, with the whole, survival element going on.
Yeah. As you can see, the loot is still scattered around, much like
exactly,
PUBG.
Yeah.
You gotta search
you get some
every
really
part
crappy
of the building.
stuff to start with, but you build up, some pretty good items. Yeah, I end up finding through the window here.
Use the window. Always varying that point of
Trying to
attack.
rush in,
Very
but
smart.
it goes badly, so I lose a lot of health here. Go back up again, and this is the problem: is that I keep engaging and then backing
and then
up.
disengaging. Yeah.
It's messed up. But
What's
yeah,
funny
I started
is
thinking
that
a bit more about the game, how it differs from PUBG, where you have the building element. So you have the pickaxe. I can destroy the wall.
There you go.
Here,
I was gonna say.
which it plays.
What's
so
funny
much
is that you
never
can just
really
use that
safe.
pickaxe. Boom.
Yeah, you're never really safe in this game from anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little tougher just overall.
You saw a chest there, and those chests, they can give you all types of loot. You can get a weapon from them. You can get bandages.
It's honestly so far. It's like I didn't get anything great here, but you can find some pretty good rare loot. I tried to get it while I was still fighting.
Fucking just dropped in.
Yeah, I tried to fucking take me out. A couple more skirmishes here and out, but yeah. I'm trying to think about some of the other differences between PUBG. So there's no vehicles, so that's why the map feels a bit more smaller and tight knit. They are planning on adding something, so they kind of
Yeah, they've already talked about that they're gonna do vehicle support and supply drops, right?
Yeah. So those are coming. Duos is also coming. So I think by now the squad mode is
already out. Yeah.
So
that
solo and squad for now. There are no duos. Duos is kind of my preferred way to play.
Yeah, that's.
You don't get caught out. You're not solely relying on your own skill. You get someone else to help you out. So yeah, you're trying to finally get up to the chest here after finally taking this guy out. And I don't think I ended up taking a submachine gun. But yeah.
As you can see, you're also picking up building materials.
Exactly.
And you'll see later on in the video.
Plays in
why that's important.
So there's an example coming up here right now. We're going to skip forward. Where you're using the building materials not only to fight against someone depending on the situation, but to also get at things. Like this particular area is like a container area. It's much more vertical than anything you see in PUBG.
With a bunch of shipping containers.
Yeah, and then I didn't want to build anything else. So
this is where laziness wins out.
Exactly. So I just wanted to get that chest because I saw it from below. Nothing stellar in here, but you go for that chance.
And then in addition to traversal, you can also use the building for other stuff.
Right.
Not just
there's another similar example.
Not just to get to a chest.
Right. But I have another one right here. I see a shield potion up in the distance, and since I don't have full health and I don't have any current shield, I keep messing with the thing here, switching out the materials. I'm trying to figure out why I couldn't build it there. It was kind of pissing me off, but I do eventually, back up and try a different route here. Just jump over there. I couldn't figure out why it wasn't letting me. Maybe it's the containers; they had to be destroyed before I built it.
Perhaps, yeah, it couldn't free float.
It was weird because usually the building materials free float on the crap.
Yeah, if anybody's played Fortnite before, you can definitely
you build things out of thin air normally. Yeah. Yeah. You only have to be tie it over to one other.
And then when it doesn't allow you to build it, it is frustrating. So add on to that frustration the fact that you're like you have the stress of there could be anybody anywhere.
I finally get this in my hands, and I realize I'm getting shot at, so I had to dip really quick. I ended up not getting this in my inventory because I was too worried about dying. And then the last thing was we have a couple of highlights near the end of the game
yes.
here.
We hadn't mentioned this, but there are rockets and there are the explosive weapons, the heavy weapons.
They play up a bit more of a
look at that area of effect there.
Exactly. Yeah. They're really strong. It's just, I don't know, it's tough to say how it's going to play in a bit more later on. I have to play a couple more games. You
can see how clumsy the...
yeah, no, it's really tough because you're trying to frantically get all this stuff because you're wide out in the open.
Exactly.
And it's so brightly colored that anyone with a sniper or anything off in the distance, they know that there's loot there, and they know that there's a good chance that someone's there. So I have to catch an eye on someone.
The pro there is that with it being so easily recognizable, okay, purple item is better than my blue item, I can pick it up.
Yeah, it's
now
just,
the con is
quicker and quicker over
that
time. I'm building here just to try and get up these hills.
Exactly.
So you get really good vantage points.
So like Mike mentioned, it's like a beacon to everyone. They all see it too, so they know that there's loot there. And on top of that, with all the loot being bunched up, you can easily swap out a weapon for something that you don't want accidentally.
Right.
And that happens a lot, as I'm sure you'll see here.
So this guy, he freaking scared the shit out of me because he rushed me. I thought I was going to try and get a kill with the rocket launcher. I clipped him with the sniper, which ultimately saves me.
You can see a trap there. There's no examples of us doing it in game here.
Well, we have seen some gameplay where they do a decent amount of damage, so you can get someone. Oh yeah, here. So
that's probably going to end up being the primary function for explosive weapons.
So this is the final stage of this particular game. So it's 1v1 situation. I had an idea where the guy was, so I was trying to destroy that cover that I think the guy used to kill someone else. And then I pull out the sniper thing. Obviously, this is a good idea to use that to try and close out the game.
Let's talk about how strong sniper rifles.
Oh yeah, they're one shot, 2-shot kills. Yeah. They're really you really want to.
If you can get one, like you definitely want to hold on to it.
There is bullet drop, and it's more noticeable I think in this than in PUBG. So I'm not so used to it. So
what's funny is that
I
think they added it just for this mode because I don't remember it being that way in the base game.
In the base game, yeah. I need to keep playing more of that, but get to it. The snipers, I didn't feel confident with it, so I decided to close the distance. Here, I took some damage. And then I relied too heavily on the rocket launcher in the final stages.
Now, they are talking about in an upcoming patch, they're going to patch the assault rifles.
I think they might have already.
They did it already? Yeah. Okay. Well, if they haven't, then they're definitely planning on it, which is good.
Yeah, they're tightening up the accuracy on that overall. I started running out of building materials, so I have no wood, so I'm building stone.
So there you see the other function for building.
Yeah, this is the most common thing I've seen so far.
Yeah.
It's just building random walls to keep something between.
Other than just building yourself a ramp to get to loot or to get to a higher vantage point.
Nearly destroyed them.
Oh, that wall's closing in.
Yeah, so I hit them, and then they finally get the last shots on me. What sucks is that you spectate them immediately after.
Yep, look how much health was left.
Oh yeah, it was 7 health. We're moving on to another game. I forgot. Yeah, we got the clips up here. This is another really good game I had. And it's got a couple examples of using the environment.
Yeah, so this is where you see really how unique. So as similar to PUBG as it is, this is the uniqueness that only Fortnite can bring, and it's the way that you can just destroy everything, give yourself a new vantage point on the fight.
Yeah, so I see him in there, and I don't realize where he's going, but I hear the footsteps later. He had no idea what looked at. It was pretty easy.
What's that giant ramp?
And then I just dropped down on him. Easy band the whole time, so. Yeah, now, I got a couple other clips here, but they're going to go rapid fire.
It should be mentioned that there is crossplay.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
In multiplayer.
Which is why, I was kind of like...
There's one very noticeable disadvantage to playing on console. Crouching.
Yes.
Yes.
You cannot crouch.
So Mike plays on
console.
PC. I play on my PlayStation 4.
Yeah, I crouch.
And there is no crouching. So as you see, Mike is crouching right there.
So this guy would have seen me maybe my head if I had been over the fence. But,
absolutely.
The aiming is also like
can't crouch.
really snappy on PC, and the sensitivity is super high, so you can get pretty accurate. And you see it in some of the reaction times with some people.
Yeah.
I put this next section in here because another element that PUBG doesn't have, there's no day-night cycle in that, but Fortnite has one built in.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll constantly be going into to day and night, and it
spooky forest at night.
Exactly. So I head up this forest, and I'm really paranoid in this section. Literally nothing happens as I go through this forest, but I had to be super wary because it got really dark over time.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's a really good element. It's something I like. There
it has
any
an
other major weather effects in the game, like PUBG has rain, fog, and whatever.
Not yet. I'd expect that they probably put that in.
Yeah, it'd be a good feature. But yeah, with just the night, it has such an effect on your psyche when you're playing the game because it's so tight and like frantic or whatever. This is a good example of taking strats from other YouTubers like Jack Frags.
Ah, yes.
I saw him do this, and it's a pretty good way of creating a little sniper's perch.
Another great use of building in this game.
So you build all these walls, and you put a ramp in the middle, so you create a smaller hill that you control as far as cover. And I actually take advantage of some on here. Just pop a couple shots. Down behind the tree, they had no idea.
Pop, pop, pop. Watching motherfuckers drop.
Yeah, so this next one, I had to back up, actually, from another position. I was moving back into the forest, but I heard some gunfire going over here. Someone ended up dying, and then I just caught them. This is another thing with the loot, is that once I looked down, I knew immediately that there was someone going to be in the area. I fell by accident, but I still managed to watch the kill down. Lots of loot in there. And then we come to the final part of the game here.
Alright, guys, so we're going to leave you with this this final part of the game here. Let us know. Tweet at us.
Jump into this
let us know if you've played, what you think, or if you're excited about it. And as always, listen to the podcast. And we love you. Bye.
Cheers.